Do I think that online play made fighting games more popular or more niche? More popular, of course. When you're able to play people all over the globe online, as opposed to have to go to someone's house or an arcade to play, of course that makes them more popular. Like I said, it really was. Street Fighter 4 was the reinvigoration of the entire fighting game community. Up until Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter had effectively been dead for a long time. They had tried some revivals with various games like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD remakes that didn't really work. It wasn't until Street Fighter 4 that it got considered a mainstream game again. And, you know, people who were pros played it. People who were just casual players played it. Like, it was just, that was when it hit the mainstream for the first time since, like, the 1990s. So, but, yeah, online play, of course. Of course. Do I think skill in the FGC has to do with talent or countless practice? It's a combination of both. There's people who have natural talent. That doesn't mean that they're going to be able to adapt to every situation. You see, you can adapt if you practice and you learn every matchup. Just because you have insane practice and you know all the combos doesn't mean you can adapt those to a competitive match. It takes both. It literally takes both sides. You're never going to find someone who barely plays a fighting game but somehow is naturally talented and just wins every time they play. At the same time, you're not going to find someone who the only reason that they're good is because they just sat there and practiced endlessly. There has to be a combination of talent and practice, in my opinion. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Do I think IQ is related to being good at games? Depends on the game. A lot of games are just hand-eye coordination and reaction time, while other games do have to do with planning and IQ. Sometimes it's a combination of both. I would argue there's probably people who are good at fighting games that it's not that they're big-brained, it's that they actually legitimately have great reactions and can play a basic pattern and can just play it better than someone else. Then there could be someone who has a really high-level strategy that they're using that someone else couldn't even fathom, but the strategy works. You know, it's a combination. Yes, Jade, we have changed the Pac-Man Ghost. The Pac-Man Ghost is now doing a slow gradient change. As you can see, we talked about this at the very beginning of the show. Now it looks good, right? Look, dark blue. It goes through all these colors. Before, it was on this blinking mode that reacted to sound, but the reason I had it on that mode is because it would only stand out on camera, my old camera and old lighting with that mode. With this mode now, because I have a better camera, better lighting, the Ghost actually looks quite good going as a gradient between all of these colors. So I'm going to leave it on this setting from now on. I think people really like this more.